Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mullet Arena on this Saturday evening. We are here for some ACHA D2 hockey tonight. Two great teams facing off. The ASU Sun Devils M2 squad going up against the NAU Lumberjacks. And last night these two faced off, ending in a shootout win for the Ice Jacks. So we'll see what we have in store here tonight. Easton Stockford alongside me, my color commentator for the night in Long Break. In advance, I would like to apologize. This is our first stream. We have some rough numbers and still kind of trying to figure everything out, so might not be the highest quality string, but this will not be a representation of what will happen the rest of the season. And as these two teams line up for the national anthem, what are you expecting here tonight?
I'm expecting a lot of goals. They went into shootouts, so we'll see.
Should be a close game in net for the two teams tonight. Chris Walgren for the Lumberjacks, and on the other side, William Kelly for the Sun Devils as the teams line up for the national anthem here. Starting lineups here for the Sun Devils. Number 43, Andrew Switchenberg from Glendale, Arizona here on defense. Alongside him, Ethan Summer from Georgia. Both of them played for ACHA D2 last year. Joining them on the front end, number 89, Jacob Reinbogger, hailing from Peoria, the senior. Alongside him, Will Kelleher, also a senior on that line. So a three-senior line as number 26, Brendan Bosch, joins the two of them. And then, as I mentioned, between the pipes, for the Sun Devils, William Kelly, freshman this year, coming from the Pop Mac Patriots of the USPHL, as now we will get into the national anthem. And with that, we are ready for some Saturday night hockey here at Mullet Arena. NAU Ice Jacks and the ASU Sun Devils. Four officials out there tonight in this second game of the season for both squads as they played at J. Lively last night. As I mentioned earlier, NAU took the win in a shootout. So they are 1-0 on the year, and that leaves ASU 0-1, as this is a conference matchup as well in the West Coast Hockey Conference of the ACHA. We talked about the starters for the Sun Devils. On the other side, we have Luke Fain, the senior, wearing number 3 tonight. We have Cale Desler wearing number 17, Ryan Jim wearing number 19, Ryan McCaughey wearing number 18. Those two play together at Desert Vista High School here in the Valley. As the two teams line up, and we are ready to go here on Saturday night. And we are underway here. Desler wins the first one back, and it goes right to Fain, and he'll move this one up to McCaughey. Sent through now. This is Desler in pursuit. In front, Jim. He puts it just wide. Quick chance there for the Lumberjacks, but nothing going. McCaughey shot on. right into the chest there of William Kelly, as we'll get a quick whistle just 15 seconds into this one. Offensive zone draw here for the Lumberjacks. McCaughey will step in to take it. So he'll look to win this one back and get something going. What a high shot, quick shot by Jim, but another save there by Kelly. Battling along the wall. Desler in the mix as ASU will look to get it out and go the other way. Held in by the Lumberjacks. This one behind the net now. Jim throws one in front. McCaughey gets a stick to it but can't hold on. Now Bosch comes the other way. He'll kick this out to Reinberger. Sent into the far corner. Bosch will pursue now, and he'll be the first one there. Bosch thrown in front. No help there as his line mates went for a change. Gunnarsson will chip this one in as ASU looks to set up for some chances of their own. McCaughey with it now at the red line. End of a long ship. He'll just send this one in and get a change as Gunnarsson will chase for the Devils. Gunnarsson with it now. Kicked on his backhand over to his partner and moved right up and ahead as ASU comes through the neutral. Chipped back is the puck loose here in the neutral zone. This one's won forward by Haddock. Haddock sends a high slot shot, scores! ASU strikes first in this one, and they are on the board early here as it's Brady Sisto, the freshman, with his first career goal.
Quick score from the Sun Devils in the first 2 minutes. This is big for them.
First 2 minutes, extremely important. Momentum was in favor of the Lumberjacks, but a quick goal might shift that here as that line of Sisto, Presley, and Phillips gets them on the board early. Battling along the red line now as this one's just sent in deep here by Kimball. NAU looking to get it out, but it's hemmed on the line by Gilbert. But NAU will get it out on the second attempt here. It's Forsberg. Forsberg loses it to Kimball, and now it's back on the stick of a Lumberjack. That's Wicker. Gilbert leaves this for his partner. Fumbled. Hard forecheck here by the Lumberjacks as they'll look to get something going here in response. Sent in front to the stick up top. Big eat there. Kimball with a big block there for the Devils as they'll look to get it out now and avoid the pressure. Sent back behind the goal line. This one's chipped up, but nobody's there. Garcia with it now. Garcia thrown on net. He runs a man over, and this one goes into the corner. Battling on the half wall. It's Forsberg now. He looks to the front, has a man, digging for it, can't find it. That was Casey there on the chance. Kicked out by the Devils. Both defensemen go for a change at the far end as here comes the other way. Kimball thrown in front. They score again! Chase Sechrist. And two quick strikes from the Sun Devils, and they lead 2-0 just 2.5 minutes into this one.
And the momentum you thought the Lumberjacks would have is immediately eliminated.
So two quick strikes from the Sun Devils, and they lead early in this one, but now we'll need the hold as their bench has a lot of energy at the moment. And if you're at the other end on that Lumberjack bench, I'd imagine you are shell-shocked with how quick this one got to 2-0. Back in his own end now, this is Snyder. He rims this one all the way around, but a good stick there by Ball to keep it in. Now coming the other way is Haddock. Haddock tries to step around one, and he does. Here's Haddock around the goal line. Throws one to the front, bouncing puck, good keep there by Snyder. Sent back down once more. And now below the goal line on the stick of the Lumberjacks. This one moved forward, trying to get it on the wall there as Ball, but nothing going. Zipped across to the far side now as the Lumberjacks still have it in their own end and can't get it out quite yet. Fired back across, that's Rhodes below the goal line. Rhodes carrying it forward, right on the stick of Snyder, and a big block there. Burnett with the huge eat. That's a good shift here by the Sun Devils to hem the Lumberjacks in their own zone. And that one's just flipped out of play by Reinbacher. Good shift there by the Doubles. Maintain offensive zone possession the whole time, and that's what you're looking for. And off the deflection there, they'll get an offensive zone draw as well, and those are the key shifts when you start in your D zone and end in the offensive zone, that's what coaches are often looking for, especially early on in the season like this. 16:33 on the clock here, still 2-0 ASU. As this one's won by the Lumberjacks and sent over. On the wall now, it's Ryan Jim throwing one forward, but that's right to the tape of Jacob Gunderson. This one's flung in now, and ASU will look to get in on the forecheck as they keep pressuring the Lumberjacks. Jim goes high off the glass. He's got a man flying through now. It's Desler. Turned over at the blue line. Now here come the Devils the other way. Emelise in pursuit. This one's sent up. Gunderson can't get a skate to this, and this one will go all the way down, and the Devils will be forced to regroup. Bosch with it behind his own net. Sent up to Gunderson. This one's tipped through. Trying to find his man, but Kellemer wasn't there. Hard hit there. That was Kimball on the hit, but the Lumberjacks get it out. Here comes NAU the other way. Ketchum with it now. He finds a man. Right back to Ketchum on the backhand. Good stick there by Switchenberg to break it up. Thrown in front off the skate there of Kelly, but he'll cover calmly, and we'll get an offensive zone draw for NAU here. 15 minutes and 33 seconds left on the clock here in this first frame. We will have ice cuts between every period of play. As NAU looks to spark something here. Ketchum on the draw. He ties his man up, and battle will ensue in the circle, but ASU emerges. Perry takes a hard hit there. And maybe the shot of momentum NAU needed, but a shot here in front. Chance loose in the crease, slid through. Now at the point, just fan there. As Summer might have had a chance, but he couldn't quite get a stick to it. Sent across as we go the other way. Smoozle throws one to the front, and that's swallowed up by Kelly again. So another offensive zone draw coming there for the Lumberjacks. This NAU team, 14-13, 1-1 last year with 30 points. They did outscore their opponents by 4 goals last year. Gilbert sends this one across, intercepted in front, jamming on that near post, but nothing there, as that was Casey there on the chance, trying to go for the wraparound. Offensive zone draw here for NAU. And here they come the other way. It's ASU now. Maffeo with it. He digs in the corner, still has possession. Good support there by Kimball. But it's knocked off his stick as the Lumberjacks look to get it out. Coming the other way is Wicker. Wicker goes across and takes a hit. But now Casey has a chance. Leaves it once more, but a good stick there to break that one up. On the wall, Maffeo, he moves this one to centerman Kimball. Kimball makes a man fall. 2-on-1 chance here for the Devils. Kimball, shot just wide. He had Summer with them, elected to shoot, but couldn't find the target. As NAU has a 2-on-1 chance of their own if they hurry, but Maffeo does a good job on the back check there with some help from Seacrest. Fain with it now, slides it through the middle. This one's sent in by NAU, and they'll go forecheck. Kelly now sends this one to the wall. Fain can't hold it in as ASU gets it out, and we have no icing here on the play, as Werner will be able to get there for the Lumberjacks. Werner chips around one. He has speed now, looking to create something. Bringing wide, tries to pull, but a good stick there on the back check by Jack Haddock. Battling in the corner now. This one comes back to the neutral, Fain with it. Fain has Haddock all over him, and Haddock wins possession. Looking to the front, but a good stick there to break that one up. That was Werner on the defensive play. Fain with it, tries to slide it through the middle, but can't find the stick of ball, and ASU will be forced to regroup behind their own net. Slid up the wall, chance here on the far side, that's Jim. He goes up to the point and sent right back down as NAU looks to set up. This one goes across, shot from the point, and a big save there by Kelly. Right back up to the point. Davis with a shot, and that one's blocked down again. Burnett with it. He goes down low to Jim. Jim slides this one up top. Garcia can't get a handle on it, and they'll be forced to come out and regroup in the neutral zone. Right off the bench, two Devils are there to pressure, and this one's just sent in deep for an icing, as this one will go all the way back down for an ASU offensive zone draw. 7.5 minutes chewed off the clock in this first period of play. 2-0 Devils still, as they scored two quick ones in the first 2.5 minutes and have not had anything since. Looking to change that now with an offensive zone draw. Kowalchuk, Kimball, and Maffeo are the three out there. Switchenberg and Summer on the point for ASU. One back by Kowalchuk. Summer with the now, but he'll send this one below the goal line. Kimball on his backhand. He slides through one, takes a hit. Still looking for possession, but we're going to have a penalty here. Kowalchuk's going to be heading the box too for tripping. He got tied up in front and dragged a man down, so it'll be a 5-on-4 opportunity for NAU as they look to cut this lead down. So the power play line will be Delzer, and he's joined by Wicker and Ketchum on the wings. But Switchenberg gets it off the draw, and he'll look to send this one out, and he will do it successfully. Werner has in the neutral, but it's now on the stick of Delzer again. Werner now. He slides this one across to Casey. Casey steps around one. He's got space to work with now, and he'll gain the zone himself. Casey looking for options. He slides one up top to Wicker. Wicker zipped over to Werner, and he goes right back to the point. Kicked out once more and sent just over the top there as Delzer had a chance on the one-timer. NAU all set up now as they'll look to create. Werner back over to Delzer. Looking for options. Slid through the slot. Chance here. Loose puck, and they score. So NAU cuts the lead in half with the power play opportunity as it's Wicker who gets the Lumberjacks on the board.
That was exactly what the Lumberjacks were looking for with the power play, so they got what they wanted.
Needed to capitalize in a key moment as they had fallen behind early, as just over half of the clock sits in this first frame. So 3 goals in the first 8.5 minutes of play here as 11:24 sits on the clock. And this one's sent all the way down, but Kelleher will get a piece of it, so no icing. Sent up. Quinar, this one's sent back down low. His Lumberjacks are looking to get it out. Battling on the half wall. This one comes up to the stick of Gunderson. Gunderson tries to make a head fake, but a turnover there. Good stick to recover, though, and it finds its way back to him. Kelleher sends this one outside. Fluttered on net there by Burkowski, sorry. As this one is now in the possession of NAU, and they'll look to get it out. Good stick there by Quinar. He has a 2-on-1 chance. 3 if he hurries. Looking back door, but a great defensive play there, and the netting comes off. As Mason Emelise lifted the stick there of Hohoff and broke up that 3-on-1 opportunity, so a huge play for him to keep the lead for the Sun Devils. So with the net coming off there, we will have a neutral zone draw as the NAU player was the one who knocked it off. This one's won back by the Devils here. Had a good job on that draw. Sent all the way on a backhand there. Beautiful pass across as it finds the tape of Bosch. Bosch bringing around the outside. He takes a hit. As ASU looks to set up, it's Bosch again. Goes to Gilbert. Gilbert thrown on net, but that's blocked in front by Werner. Flung right around. And this one will find the stick of Fane. Fane goes up the wall. McCaughey was there but couldn't find it. And now Ryan Jim will come down to support. Bosch finds it off his stick. And Jim with a good stick now. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Jim sends one far side, and McCaughey's there as he'll race with Switchenberg. Switchenberg lays a hit, but it finds Jim. Bouncing puck through the high slot, but nobody's there for the Lumberjacks. Send far side now. Bosch will go for a change, and there will be time now for Werner to set up a regroup here in the neutral zone. He'll use his leg, slamming on the brakes as this one's coughed up. Now the other way comes Kimball. Kimball knocked the one knee, but he keeps possession and sends it in deep. Jim now with it on the wall, looking through the middle, flings one far side for McCaughey, but that's in his skates, and icing's going to be called. So an Ozo draw coming here for the Sun Devils as Kowalchuk, Maffeo, and Kimball will be the unit out there. Gunderson and Emelise join them on the point as they look to spark something and get that 2-goal lead right back. Maffeo goes over to Gunderson now. Gunderson curling back up as he creates space. Throws one on net and a good save there. McCaughey now with it through the middle. He's got Jim with him and he'll find him. Jim looking to pressure. He's run into, wants an interference call, but no call as Emelise stepped in front of him there. Emelise now with it. He knives one forward. Maffeo zips one across now, and here comes Kowalchuk the other way. Good stick there by Kimball. Looking to find it. Kimball has it in the corner now, but he'll take a hit and be forced to give it to Maffeo behind his net. Maffeo bumped up to Gunderson. Kowalchuk goes down, arm in the air. Power play coming as Kelly hustles to the bench. And we'll finally get a whistle there as ASU won't be able to get the 6th attacker out, but they will now go to a power play. So heading to the box, it's going to be 2 for tripping for Burnett on a very similar play to what ASU got called. 2 guys tangled up in front, and it leads to somebody going down. As Burnett's now having some problems opening the penalty box by the look of it.
ASU looking to get one back from the last power play that the Ice Jacks had.
The Ice Jacks capitalized on that last one. ASU will look to do the same. Moved up to the point. ASU looking to set up now. Sanders with it. He'll move this one across to Haddock. Haddock goes over. That's Seacrest. Now Emelise. Sent down low. Haddock's there. Looking for options as he wheels the top of the circle. Curling back. Good pressure here by Wicker. As Wicker will get it, but he can't quite get it out. This one kept in by Emelise. He'll hold it on the wall, draws a man in, finds Seacrest, but Seacrest can't find him in return. Sanders the first one here for the Devils. The Ice Jacks looking to get this one out, and they finally will. Werner with a good clear there as just about half this power play is gone now. Looking to catch him on a change. Here comes Seacrest the other way. He blows a tire, and this one's turned over into the hands of Forsberg. Forsberg zips one across onto the stick of Werner, and he'll just send this one down and need a little bit more clock. Gunderson behind his net. He'll bring it out in front as he has space now. He'll kick this one over to Switchenberg. Switchenberg in the corner. He goes back up to Gunderson as they play catch. Switchenberg back to Gunderson once more. He floats one through. Bouncing puck in front. Kowalchuk got a piece of it, but Wahlgren gets the left pad to it and is able to cover. .34 seconds left on the power play here for ASU. 7 minutes and 3 seconds left on the clock in the first period. This one's won forward by the Lumberjacks as Ketchum comes the other way. He's dragged down, arm in the air again, as we're going to get yet another penalty. This one's going to be a holding call on Kimball. So scratch the power play for the Devils. We'll be 4-on-4 for 27. And then the Ice Jacks will have a chance to equalize the score on an 1.5-minute power play of their own. McCaughey on the draw here. And he'll win this one forward and on goal. As Kelleher is out there at the other end for ASU. Switchenberg joins him. Again, one back by McCaughey. This one to Werner. Werner throws one on net. Good save by Kelly, but a loose puck, and Kim had a chance but fanned. Kim with it. He loses possession there. That's Bosch on the takeaway. Bosch using his legs now. He's got Kim on him, but he can't reach him with the stick. Bosch, nice hands there as he steps around one. He takes in the corner, but a good hit there by Werner to shut that down. Now with it's McCaughey, and he'll wrap this one all the way back around, and it finds the stick of Fain. Fain goes to Werner, back to McCaughey, and Werner took a hard hit there, but we have an arm in the air. Bosch is going to be going for two, as McCaughey elects to give him the puck and take the whistle, and their 5-on-3 opportunity now, as this is a huge moment here in this one. A long 5-on-3 for NAU, as a minute and 15 seconds still remain on that Matt Kimball penalty.
And with 2 off the ice for ASU, they're looking to equalize the score.
Absolutely. Looking to even this one up, even maybe more, as if they do get one, they will likely have time left on that second power play. Swans one back. Casey with it now, and he'll move this one over to Werner. Back to Casey as they look to set up and create something. Tough position here for the Devils, as they'll have to look to slide their guys around in this 5-on-3. Tip through, and that one's just wide. Wicker was there on the doorstep, but they hopped over his stick, as this one will go back up to the point as Werner. Werner and Casey continue to play catch, as this one's moved down now to Delzer. He throws one in front, but nobody's there on the rebound. Good keep there, as it's Werner again on the keep. Shot through by Casey, loose in front, chance on the doorstep, they score. NAU capitalizes on the 5-on-3, and after 2 quick goals by the Sun Devils, we are all square at 2 with 2 power play goals and still a minute 22 remaining on a 5-on-4 opportunity for the Ice Jacks. Special teams so important, and it's showing here early in this one as 5:32 rather sit on the clock in the first period of play. McCaughey wins this one back. Jim does a good job on support to get that one to Hohoff. Send across now, it's Forsberg. He'll have it in front of his own net, looking to head fake, but he'll have to turn back. Good pressure there by Maffeo. Maffeo still hunting on the 5-on-4. He does a good job to chew some time, as just a minute remains now on the power play for the Ice Jacks. Here's Forsberg again. Tries to step around one, but he gets it in. This one now finds the stick of McCaughey on the half wall. He goes to Ryan Jim. Jim over to Forsberg, back to Jim. Now to McCaughey below the goal line. Back up to Jim through traffic. Chance in front again. Another rebound opportunity. And the net's kicked off. And somehow William Kelly kept that one out. Plenty of rebound chances in this one for NAU so far, but William Kelly keeps them at bay there, and we'll stay even at 2 with 43 seconds left on the Ice Jack power play. McCaughey now on the draw. Maffeo looking to get it out, but he doesn't get the bounce he needs, but a good job to reach with his backhand there and get this one to the red line. Jim finds McCaughey. McCaughey sends it in. And it's going to be offside, so NAU will be forced to tag up, giving ASU a chance to kill some clock as Emelise will move it over and now send up to Haddock, who gets a stick on it. And this one's sent right back up. Weird bounce off the Zamdor. Haddock now has it in front, but he'll just smartly bring this one back out and choose some more clock. Gunnarsson at the dots now. He'll fling this one all the way down over the head and on goal, as the Lumberjack power play has just 3 seconds. And now an offensive zone draw for ASU. Really smart play there by Jack Haddock to bring that one back out. Just kill some clock, and Gunnarsson's able to get it on net and create a whistle. So an offensive zone draw with 3 seconds left on a power play, as that penalty kill will be successful for ASU. Out of the box comes Bosch now, but here's the chance for the Lumberjacks. Smoozle will be the first one there. Haddock now chips this one forward. Getting a stick to it there. Where's Murkowski? Sanders now in his feet, and he'll elect to just bring this one back to his defenseman. Moved up the half wall. Looking to hem it on the wall there is Ball, but he can't keep it. Now Haddock has it. Ball trying to take it away, but Seacrest with a good stick there to keep possession. Sent far corner now for the Devils. Sanders will be the first one in pursuit. Sent right back off the glass there. That's Snyder. And now here come the Ice Jacks the other way. Ketchum with it. Ketchum flings the stick in the air, holds possession as he has 3 Sun Devils on him, but a good job to maintain there as he'll find Smoozle. Schmuel takes a hard hit from Snyder there in the corner. As battle continues, now Schmuel will throw some cross checks as well. Sent down by ASU on goal though, as NAU will be forced to regroup in their own end below the goal line. This one fired up, takes a hard bounce. And this one's going to go down for icing with just 2:49 left on the clock in the first period of play. So even at 2s here in a 4-goal first period so far, but still time on the clock for that to change. Priestley, Sisto, and Phillips the line out there for ASU as this one's won back by the Ice Jacks and sent all the way around by Rhodes. On the wall there was Casey as he was hemmed in, and Casey now with it again. He chips it around one. He has some speed. Good potty positioning there to take that one. 2-on-1 chance for the Jacks. Looking to the front, but a good stick by Kelly to break that play up. Really good back check from a Sun Devil jersey there to shut down that 2-on-1 as this one's sent back in. Ketchum with it now. He makes one man miss, but takes a spill as he now has it behind the net. He's dragged down again, and yet another penalty going against ASU. So the 4th penalty of the first period here, and this time it's going to be Ethan Summer. 2 for 3 on the power play tonight are the Ice Jacks as they'll look to grow their lead with 3 power play goals in this first period of play.
This power play will lead them all the way down to the last final seconds of the period. So
penalty clock and game clock separated by 16 seconds. So 16 seconds before intermission following this power play. Shot through by the Jacks. Nothing going there as those Forsberg on the chance. Weinar within the corner. He'll go across. This is McCaughey. He goes to Ryan Jim on the half wall who finds Forsberg. Same setup as last power play for them. Jim rifles one through, but that's right into the chest of Kelly. With no traffic in front, he handles that one easily. Full line change coming here for ASU as they'll bring out some new penalty killers here. McCaughey on the draw here against Kelleher. Forsberg with it up top. He finds Jim. Jim looking to find McCaughey, but a good stick there as that one goes off the glass. This one sent down and a good clear in the first clear of the penalty kill for ASU as that was Mason Olmise on that one. Jim will pick this one up in his own zone and move it forward. McCaughey with it. Bouncing puck for Ryan Jim. As he'll bring this one down below the bottoms of the circles. Trying to throw one in front, but a good stick there. But NAU maintains possession. McCaughey from the trapezoid. Moved up to Forsberg at the point. Forsberg tipped in front, nothing there. Jim has it at the dot, but can't get a shot away. Right back up to Forsberg as 1 minute remains in the first period, 40 on the power play. McCaughey sends one up to Forsberg. Good look there. Fake shot from Forsberg as he kicks that one up, but it's turned over. And a high flip out there. And another clear. And Melise hard in pursuit as he would have been the first one there, but a heads-up play by Walgren to send that one to his forward. Close to a too many men call for the Ice Jacks there, with no arms in the air. as Delzer now has it, but his men are offsides as he'll bring this one back. High flipped rather by Jacob Gunnarsson, and another clear. 9 seconds left on the power play. Maybe one last chance here for NAU. Bosch is there with the stick though, as this one will be broken up. Summer comes out of the box, but we'll have a hand pass in sequence, as this one will go to neutral, the neutral zone for this faceoff, I believe. Or rather, it'll be an offensive zone draw for the Sun Devils. So 14.6 seconds for ASU to create something, as the two teams are knotted at 2 here in the first period of play.
14 seconds is plenty enough time for ASU to score here, especially with them on the offensive zone.
Boy, would this be a momentum shift if they could. Sent up to the point. Fire through, tipped in front, chance, and just wide. Huge chance there for ASU to gain the lead before the intermission. 5 seconds, Switchenberg can't get it through. As now falling on it is Werner as time runs out in the first period of play. So through one period, we are tied at 2. ASU had 2 quick goals, but 2 power play goals in response. Evens this one up. And we will have an ice cut here and be back here in just about 15 minutes.
Hello out there, we're on the air, it's hockey night tonight. Tension grows, the whistle blows, and the puck goes down the ice. The goalie jumps and the players bump and the fans all go insane. Someone roars, Bobby scores at the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Second period, where players dash with skates aflash. The home team trails behind, but they grab the puck and go bursting up, and they're down across the line. They storm the crease like bumblebees. They travel like a burning flame. We see them slide the puck inside. It's a 1-1 hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Third period, last game in the playoffs too. Oh, take me where the hockey players face off down the rink, and the Stanley Cup is all filled up for the champs who win the drink. Now the final flick of a hockey stick and a one gigantic scream. The puck is in, the home team wins the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game.
Welcome to your life. There's no turning back. corridor, I must have it into black.
Maybe then I'll fade away and not have to face the facts. It's not easy facing up when your whole world is black.
No more will my green seagull turn a deeper blue. I could not foresee this thing happening to you.
If I look hard enough into the setting sun, my love will laugh with me before the morning sun.
I see your dirty face, hide behind your collar. What is done in vain? Truth is hard to swallow, so you pray to God to justify the way you live a lie, live a lie, live a lie. And you take your time, and you do your crime. Will you make your bed? I made mine. Because when I arrive, I'll bring the fire, make you come alive. I can take you higher. What this is, forgot. I must now remind you. Let it rock, let it rock, let it rock. Now the son's disgraced. He who knew his father when he cursed his name turned and chased the dollar, but it broke his heart. So he stuck his middle finger to the world, to the world, to the world. And you take your time, and you stand in line where you'll get what's yours. I got mine. Because when I arrive, I'll bring the fire, make you come alive. I can take you higher. What this is, forgot. I must now remind you. Let it rock, let it rock, let it rock. Yeah, Wayne's World, Planet Rock, panties drop, and the top. Is she gon' rock to the camera stop? I sing about angels like Angel Eye. Rock and pay my life. Rock and Samadai. Rock and Amanda and Tamara. Why I'm in here like what's up? Mechanic me, I can fix you up, I can you up, I can get down. Shout it, we could go wherever, just pick the town. And my jewelry is louder than an engine sound. Big F rocks like on the ground. Dirty like socks that's on the ground. We say because when I arrive, I'll bring the fire, make you come alive.
Cause you're a sky full of stars. I'm gonna give you my heart. Cause you're a sky full of stars. Cause you light up the park. I don't care, go on and tear me apart. I don't care if you do. Cause in the sky full of stars, I think I saw you. Cause you're a sky full of stars. I wanna die in your arms. Cause you get light
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Mullet Arena after that intermission as we are ready to start the second period of play here as the two teams will switch ends. And for the second period, we head in tied at 2. Aiden, what did you think of that first period? ASU got off to an early lead, but a great response from NAU. How would you sum that one up?
Like you said, ASU started off hot but kind of cooled off. And I think they're looking to come out of the first period firing, trying to score a couple more goals, get a lead. But for the Lumberjacks, they're looking to score without a power play, I think is their goal.
NAU 2 power play goals in the first. ASU scored their 2 in the first 2.5 minutes. I'd like to apologize as well. We are having some issues with the clock, but I will keep you guys updated on the time verbally as we go through this one. Kelmer on the opening draw here of the second period against Delzer as we are ready to go here for the second 20 minutes of play here at Mullet Arena. Looks like Kelleher looking to buckle up his helmet here coming out of the locker room as the puck's down and he wins the first draw back to Switchenberg. Switchenberg goes across as this one's fired forward. Bosch will send this one in deep and this one's handled but hops over the stick of Walgren. Battling on the half wall, looking for options, can't quite find him as this one goes up to Switchenberg. He walks, looking to shot, deflected twice up in the air. Batted on net and covered by Walgren. So some instant pressure there on the shot by Drew Switchenberg. As Drew Switchenberg has a good history in this building, attended Centennial High School here in the Valley, won a state championship with them 2 years ago in overtime here at Mullet Arena.
And just like the first period, ASU's off to a hot start just already in the offensive zone.
ASU already on the attack. As NAU look to counter here, but they have to fend off an offensive zone draw first. Sanders moved up to the point. Gunderson just sends that one wide. On the half wall, it's Sanders again. He looks down low for Haddock. Haddock thrown in front, but nothing there as it's batted away by Walgren. This one down on the wall, it's Wicker. Wicker with a high flip all the way across, so this one takes one bounce and finds the stick of Emelise. Haddock sends this one in on goal. Looking to get it on the forecheck is the Sun Devils, as this one's sent all the way around the wall, and it'll find the stick of Wicker. Picked off at center ice by Emelise as he'll look to move in transition. Sent in again by the Sun Devils, but right on the stick of another Ice Jack, as they'll have it behind the net. Nice little Crosby move off the back of the net, as Werner looks to skate this one forward, following the good move behind his own net. One-hand move, he sachets through one to the front, just wide! And a huge collision with the net there, as Werner, with a beautiful move, sent it just wide, and it appears that William Kelly is a little bit shaken up, but fortunately appears to be okay, as that was quite the collision. Werner with a full head of steam right into the post. I don't know if he got a piece of William Kelly, but everyone appears to be okay, thankfully. So we'll get the net back on the pegs, and because Werner knocked the net off there, this one will come outside to the neutral zone for another draw. This 1-1, good work there on the draw, as that was Priestley. Sent forward. Now it's Phillips, looking to move one across but can't find it. NAU looking to gain the zone, but they're offsides and will be forced to tag up, and they do quickly. This one sent all the way across. Phillips with it now, but it's turned over. Ketchum has it now for the Ice Jacks. Sent to the front, chance here. Stepping into this one now is Davis. Sent through, but that one's blocked down by his own man. That was Hohoff. Hohoff with a chance, but a right toe save there by William Kelly. So just about 2 minutes off the clock as the two sides trade blows here in the second period. And we are still knotted at 2 apiece. 18-10 remaining on that clock in an offensive zone draw for the Ice Jacks. Ahead. Ketchum wins this one back, and it'll find Hohoff. Hohoff deflected in front, but a good reaction there. As Schmuel had a chance in front, squeezing that post there. Kelly makes another save. Couple of weird bounces there as the Jacks look to capitalize, but William Kelly standing tall after taking that hit. And he'll keep this one evened up and we'll get another offensive zone chance for the Ice Jacks as they will keep the same unit out there. Looking to go forward with it is Hohoff. As this one finds Maffeo. Maffeo will like to get this one out and let his forwards chase it as Kowalchuk is in pursuit. Nice hit in the wall by Amelise. Kowalchuk with it now. Spinning to his forehand, and that one will slowly roll into the glove of Walgren. It's Kowalchuk now, and we might get a penalty here as that almost looked like a headbutt there from Berninger. So our first sign of animosity between the two teams, and it's going to be Berninger going to the box by the looks of it. Kowalchuk's going to join him as well, so 2 2-minute penalties aside, and we will go 4-on-4 as Kowalchuk and Berninger will sit out for 2 minutes. So that's Kowalchuk's second of the game and ASU's 5th of the night and just the second of the night for NAU. Offensive zone draw now for the Devils, but it's won by the Lumberjacks. Davis now with it behind his own net, and he'll use the time and space he's given. He'll do that a little more as he gets the red line, sends this one in softly, and he is hot in pursuit, but can't quite beat it there as there's an icing call. Davis trying to put that one into space there, kind of skate into it. Maybe use his speed to beat one guy, but a little too much mustard on that one, and that one's going to go down for icing. And another offensive zone draw, this time on the other side for Arizona State. Haddock taking the draw here against Delzer. Loose puck in front, but this one's cleaned by the Lumberjacks. Fain banks it behind his back, looking for help of his D partner, but a good forecheck there by Haddock. And we will have a whistle as the net was knocked off. And this one will stay inside as it was knocked off by a blue jersey. 17 minutes, 22 seconds remaining on the clock in the second frame here. 1:40 on those consequential power plays for both teams as we are still 4-on-4. And we have 2 players tangled up here by the cages as that is Haddock and Delzer. So those little J clips down there can go together. So we saw some animosity earlier. Now we have a little bit of intimacy. We'll finally get those detached. And this one will go right back to where it came from with just 3 seconds burning off as 17-17 remains in the second period and 1:35 on the 2 penalties. So helmets attached. We'll do it again here as Haddock wins this one. But a good second effort there by Kelzer to win it again. Kelzer now. He'll go down the right side. Haddock right on his tail. Haddock takes a hit but stays on his feet as a ref gets in the way and he's in the battle. Battle won by Kessler as he'll go low to high. This one's up to the point. It's Fain. Fain zips one across. Davis with a shot tipped in front. They score! Delzer with the high tip there on the shot from Cole Davis rather. And after the quick 2 goals, it's been 3 unanswered for the Ice Jacks as they lead 3-2. Both penalties stay on the clock, so we will still be 4-on-4 for 1 minute and 9 seconds longer. This one's won back by the Ice Jacks, and it finds the stick of Werner. Werner looking for options, and he'll just bring it behind his net as he did earlier in this period. Werner snaps one forward. That one finds Garcia. Garcia moves it to Kim, and they enter the zone nicely. Ryan Jim now with it. This one's pulled off his stick by his teammate Forsberg. Good support from him there. Forsberg cycled the Jim. Looking back for Forsberg, stepping to the middle, but a good stick by Switchenberg to neutralize that chance. Maffeo had to step the other way, but that one's going to be sent down for icing as Summer can't quite find him. So 16 minutes and 15 seconds remaining on the clock in the second period. 33 aside still on those 2 penalties until we go back to 5-on-5. Three to 2, Ice Jacks lead. As they'll look to build on that here in the offensive zone, but Summer moves it across as ASU will look to get it out. Switchenberg now with it as he joins the rush. Hard crawl at the half wall, looking for options. He finds Summer. Summer moves this one over to Maffeo. Looking back for Switchenberg, but a good stick there by Ryan Jim to break that up. Perfect defensive positioning from Hare. And now here come the Jacks the other way. Bosch intercepts. Maffeo needs to tag up, and oh, and a huge hit there. Bosch reaching for a puck was leveled by Garcia. As this one goes back into the possession of ASU. Sent far side. As here we go the other way. This is Phillips, thrown on net just wide. Now into the stick of Priestley. Sent just wide once more, and this one will go all the way out. Forsberg in pursuit of Gilbert, who throws it right to the Lumberjack stick. Chance in front. Good stick there to break up that chance. That was Priestley on the help. Chance in front once more. Another good stick, as that was Gilbert that time, as he'll look to go the other way with it now. Gilbert flutters one through. Chance in front. No one there. And this one's chipped out by the Lumberjacks. But Priestley's the first one there for ASU as they'll look to get right back on the attack. Gilbert, huge collision at center. Stepping through now. Chance in front. Priestley couldn't find his guy, as that was Sisto in front, but another huge collision. Huge hit by Quinar. And he takes another shove as that would send over the glass. No arms in the air yet, but the tension grows here at Mullet Arena. Sent up to the point, hammered but fanned on. As now this one's sent forward. Maybe a breakaway chance. As here we go the other way, this is Perry. As he takes another hit, and this time we do have an arm in the air. And ASU's going to get a power play after taking a battering on that shift. Will be the third penalty of the game for NAU. And it's going to be ball headed into the box. Physicality starting to ramp up here between these two teams coming out of the locker rooms. But ASU will look to get one back and equalize the score at 3, as they'll have 2 minutes of power play with 14 minutes remaining in the second period of play. Switchenberg with it now. He'll move on his backhand to Gunderson. Gunderson right back to Switchenberg. He finds Maffeo at the bumper position. Gunderson and Switchenberg as they move this one nicely and look to find something. Gunderson feathers one through but can't find it. Kowalchuk takes a hit, and it goes onto the stick of Switchenberg. Maffeo with it now, looking to set up once more as he moves to his spot in that bumper position. Thrown in front. That one goes just wide past everybody. Switchenberg will corral it at the blue line as he sends this one over to Gunderson. Gunderson with a shot and a save there by Wahlgren, as 40 seconds have run off the clock on this ASU power play.
Wahlgren, who started off giving 2 goals at the first period, has looked great since then.
So tough for goalies to bounce back for that. I mean, how much of that is mental? When you give up those 2 goals, so impressive that he's been able to bounce back for that. And ASU has been scoreless since. Centerman kicked out for the Sun Devils. Sanders will be booted. And NAU wins the draw in consequence. This one's sent down, cleared nicely there. As more time will run off the clock. Good job by Wicker. Finding his own net now is Emelise, as he'll use his speed and gain the zone. Good zone entry there. His quick shot gloved down by Wahlgren, but Emelise gains the zone and gets an offensive zone draw for ASU. Giving them a chance to set up. It's Murkowski, Haddock, and Sanders up front. Emelise and Seacrest on the points for this ASU power play which now has a minute left. And Melise fires one through. That one's just wide. Secret steps into one again. Loose in front, but Wahlgren covers. Sitting on the left pad of Wahlgren. Good job in front there by Werner to tie up his man and gives Wahlgren just enough time to cover that one up. 13 minutes flat remaining on the clock in the second period as we're about 7 minutes in, 49 on this ASU power play. Sent around. Jim will be the first one there on the half wall as he'll fling this one forward, tipped by McCaughey and sent all the way down to the stick of Kelly. Melise reverses the Sanders. Sanders kicks this one across to Haddock. As ASU looking to fly the zone here. Here comes Haddock trying to use his speed. Good stick by McCaughey, but Haddock stays with it. Looking for a bounce is Haddock. Bouncing puck in the corner now as he'll go do battle with Werner. Sanders knifes it forward, but can't quite get all of it as it finds McCaughey. McCaughey, 2 clearing attempts, both blocked there. Sent up the point, phenomenal keep there by Melise, dropping to one knee. Banging his stick at one end as the box empties, but possession in favor of ASU. And coming out of the box is ball, but right in the middle of a whistle. As Wahlgren covers up and another offensive zone draw is coming for ASU as both teams will look to get a line change. Still 3-2 Ice Jacks in this one, coming off that win at J Lively Arena last night in a shootout. They will look to go 2-0 this weekend against ASU. Stepping around a man is Kimball. Kimball thrown to the front, that's batted away. Now the other way comes NAU looking to build some momentum. It's Forsberg. Forsberg goes through, but that's blocked down. Now coming the other way, Snyder, he joins the rush. Kowalchuk with him as well as Kimball, but that one's sent into the corner. Kimball now with it on the half wall. They'll send this one up to the point. It's Snyder who fires one over. Sent to the front, has a chance, but that's kicked away by Wahlgren. Maffeo with it now, looking for options, trying to find the seam, and it goes off the wall to Snyder in the corner. Thrown to the front, Maffeo can't quite stretch and keep it, and he blows a tire, and now he has pressure. Here we go the other way, it's Wicker. He has help with him, looking to go across, and a great stick there by Kelly to break that one up. Kimball now the other way, Kowalchuk trying to stretch and stay off sides, but can't quite get it. As we will get a neutral zone draw here with 11 minutes and 16 seconds left on the clock in this second frame. The lone goal in the frame standing on the board here for the Lumberjacks. The high tip by Delzer. As this one is 3-2 following the first period tie after a 4-goal first period. On the blue line now as the Lumberjacks look to get it out but can't quite get there. And that one sent just off sides yet again, and we will have a redo in the neutral zone. Priestley on the draw here against Ketchum. As this one finds the stick of a Lumberjack defenseman, is fired all the way across to Hohoff. Hohoff throws a sharp angle shot, but that's way wide. Up at the point, looking to keep it in there, and a good keep by Schmuel for a second. But this one will go back into the zone of ASU, and Melise will be the first one there as he slides around one and chips this one up the wall to Phillips. Melise through the middle. Priestley gets a stick on it, but we are offsides as he will be forced to tag up, and that will buy NAU some time. Sent through the middle now, this is Ketchum. Ketchum bringing it to his right. Looking to make a hip check there was Gunderson, but couldn't quite get all of them. Ketchum with it now, over the tops of the circles, trying to find something, but that's knocked down. On the wall now is ASU, as this one's high flipped out, and in pursuit is Phillips. This one's sent forward now. Is it Schmuel with it? Ketchum with it now. He finds the dot. Trying to get Schmuel on the drop, but couldn't find him, and here we go the other way, but Phillips can't quite handle it. Here's Phillips now. He takes a hit there. A good hit by Ketchum. But Gunderson scoops up the slack, and we're in the offensive zone for ASU. Back to Gunnarsson. Gunnarsson throws one over the top of the net as that got deflected. Battling in the corner as this one will go back to Ketchum, who's at the end of a long shift. So he'll look for a high flip. Long change for both these teams, switching sides. Important to get quick shifts off here, as those long changes can really kill you and lead to some long shifts. Thrown in front, but no one there for ASU as this one goes right to McCaughey. McCaughey looking for Jim far side. Here he is now as he'll pull up at the blue line. Right back to McCaughey. Steps around one. Sachets through another to the front. Oh my goodness! Ryan McCaughey, what a goal, and it's 4-2 Ice Jacks.
And earlier you mentioned the mental battle of a goalie after giving up goals. You can only imagine what's going through the ASU goalie right now. 4
straight given up by ASU, and not much goaltender William Kelly can do on that one. But what a goal from Ryan McCaughey, as it's apparent that him and Ryan Jim still have connection. From Desert Vista High School, where they both played together and also won a state championship here in Mullet Arena. Or rather, McCaughey won with Centennial. Jim won with Desert Vista. Battle in the corner now. Stepping around a man there is Quinar. Quinar bringing this one wide, looking to protect, cutting to the middle with a chance, and it's in! Two quick goals for NAU, and the lead grows to 3 as they have scored 5 unanswered goals. And they're going to force a timeout out of ASU, as Coach Zach Walchuk will look to settle his team down and get them back into this one. But, I mean, if you're a coach, 5 unanswered goals, not what you want to see, obviously, but what are you telling your guys? How are you getting them back into this one?
I don't know. I feel like you just got to keep them. You just got to, I don't even know.
Keep their level heads and keep the nose to the grindstone, as ASU is down 3 here with 8:42 remaining in the second period, as we are a little over halfway done.
And coming out of this timeout, we're getting a new goalie for ASU.
So between the pipes, Mattis Bars, the freshman from Spartan, New Jersey, played in the USPHL, the U.S. Premier Hockey League, for the Mercer Chiefs, as he's getting his first taste of action in ACHA hockey this year. And often, when changing a goalie, coach just trying to look to spark something in the team, change it up, give it a different look, and we'll see if it has any effect here in this second period. One back by ASU as they look to get some momentum back. But quickly we go the other way, but an arm in the air, so we're going to have a high sticking call here on Ryan Jim, or a cross-checking call, rather. Caught Gunderson up high, and he will serve for that. So a huge point in the game here for ASU, as they will look to cut the lead down from 3-2 on this power play. And it'll be Kowalchuk, Maffeo, Kimball, Switchenberg, and Emelise, the unit for them. This one sent right down immediately there. A good face-off win as Berninger sends that one all the way down. Kick back to Emelise. Mind his own net now. He'll wheel this one out in front. Hard pressure there as he receives a whack from Delzer. He'll bring it in. Good zone entry by him to get this ASU power play set up, as this one will find Switchenberg up at the point. Moved across to Kimball. Looking through the seam, but a good stick by McCaughey. Good support by Maffeo, though. Shot here right into the chest of Walgren. But we are going to have offsetting penalties. And we're going to have an ejection. So what was going to be offsetting penalties for Rodas and Kowalchuk in the heat of the moment is going to get a game misconduct from sportsmanlike conduct. As that'll be the end of his night. So Rodas to the box for NAU as he'll serve 2 minutes, what I will believe is offsetting penalties. So he'll come at 6 minutes flat as there are 8 minutes left in the second period on the first whistle, but still a minute 23 left in the ASU power play. Coach Zach Kowalchuk talking with the referee now, trying to figure out what was said maybe or what the complaint was. As ASU will be one player down for the rest of this one. Kimball moves this one up to Amelise. Looking from the point. He'll drop it to Kimball behind him. Right back to Amelise. On the half wall, he moves up, fumbles the puck a little bit, and this one's flipped out of play for what will be an offensive zone draw for ASU. So we will change units here for this ASU power play with a minute 9 seconds left on that. So just over halfway through it, or just under rather. One back by the Devils, but Ketchum comes right through and clears that one out. Good face off by him there as he has an immediate impact on his shift. Gunderson sends this one down. Now the other way comes Seacrest, who drops it back and it finds Gunderson on the right side. Through the middle comes Gunderson. Looking to set up. He'll find the corner and he'll move this one to Bosch. Bosch below the net. Goes up to the point to Seacrest. Back over to Gunderson now. Gunderson throws one to the far corner. Murkowski will be the first one there. Seacrest back down to Bosch. Bosch through to Gunderson. Off his skate down into the corner. And now a clearing for Fane as the Jacks have just 15 seconds left to kill on this power play. Just under 7 minutes remaining in the second period of play. One last rush chance here, Seacrest. Has help with him. He steps around one. Seacrest in the corner, battling, looking for option. Murkowski's there. He'll chip this one up to Seacrest. Gunderson now. Out of the box comes Ryan Jim. Thrown on net into the chest of Walgren, and we will get a whistle.
NAU still one player in the box, too. ASU still looking to capitalize on a power play.
So it's actually going to be 5-on-5 here for the offsetting penalties. So Rodish will be out for the Lumberjacks in 30 seconds. And what would have been the offsetting penalty for Kowalchuk does not count. This one up to the point at Switchenberg. Immediately penalty off the draw. It's going to be another power play for ASU as they will look to capitalize this time now. As Mattis Bars hustled to the bench. So Berninger will head to the box and another ASU power play is looming. So Haddock will be in place of Kowalchuk here on that top unit. Gunderson and Switchenberg at the points. And Maffeo and Kimball will remain. Chipped around. Nice play there by Bars. This one sent back to Gunderson. Sent forward. Switchenberg. Nice feed on the backhand there to Haddock. 3-on-2 if they hurry now. Kimball will bring this one into the dot. Looking to let one go. But a good back check there by Delzer to break it up. Kick to the point there by Gunderson as this one goes over to Maffeo now. Kimball, nice move. Switchenberg there in support as he'll go high off the glass. And a good stick there behind is here's Kimball with the chance as he's in the corner. Another penalty coming as it's going to be a long 5-on-3 for ASU now with the hook and call.
ASU down 3, looking to capitalize big here. They're going to need a lot to come back in this game, but it is doable.
3 goals down, 5 on 3 for a minute, 19 seconds, 5 minutes and 42 remaining in the second period of play. And this is a big moment here for the Sun Devils as they need to capitalize. Murkowski on an important draw for one end and Ryan on the other for NAU. Or scratch that, Forsberg for NAU. Sent over one-timer chance from Seacrest, but a huge eat there by Garcia.
Another big save from NAU.
Big block there, putting his body on the line as the Annalise will bring it the other way. Steps around his own man, looks to wire one through, but a good stick there by Forsberg. As the 3 guys of NAU have done a good job 20 seconds into this 5-on-3 kill, 55 seconds before ASU is back to 5-on-4. In possession of ASU now, Seacrest with it as he kicks this one back across to Amelise. Looking for Verkowski, it's in! Squeak through. And so far so good on the 5-on-3 as ASU cuts the lead back to 2.
That is exactly what ASU needed during that power play. They're looking to get more, though.
So Jack Murkowski shot through traffic, finds a way in, and with just over 5 minutes left, 5-3 is now the score. This one won back by ASU, and it's into the hands of Gunderson. Moved forward now as they'll look to gain the zone and head the other way. This is Haddock. Maffeo knifed off his stick and sent down there by Delzer.
A minute and 9 seconds left on the penalty as well.
Clock ticking down now as Ketchum does a good job to hold this one in. He's dragged down by Gunderson, but no penalty coming. Maffeo with some lateral crossovers through the neutral zone as he gains possession. Slamming on the brakes now. He cycles this one down low to Haddock. Sent up the wall now. Switchenberg will get possession as he corrals it on the blue line. Zips one across to Gunderson. Gunderson walking to the middle, but a backhand kick to Kimball. Gunderson back with it. He goes the opposite way to Switchenberg now. Kimball in support there as I hopped over Gunderson's stick, but he'll move it to him. And some good puck movement here by the Devils. This one's fired through by Switchenberg, but just wide with traffic in front. Flung back out to the point, Gunderson. Over to Kimball, looking for options. He finds Maffeo and he snaps one just wide. That one sent from a long range on point, right into the chest there of Walgren, as that was Kelheimer on the shot. So 10 seconds remaining on the ASU power play. 3 minutes and 52 seconds left in the period. As 10 seconds to capitalize on both penalties by NAU here for ASU and cut the lead back to just 1. Kelheimer. This one sent through way over top of the net as that got tipped. Penalty winding down. And out of the box now comes Fane. So back to even strength are the Ice Jacks. As Kelmer digging on the wall. Good pressure by him, but NAU will get it forward. Summer now with it on the wall. He'll snap this one up, and that's tipped in. And ASU will go in forecheck. Cycled back. Great play there by Davis. It's sent right back up the wall to Wicker. Tapped off of him by Bosch. Good defensive stick there. Now Bosch the other way through the middle. And McCahey with it now. McCahey down in the corner. This one's bumped and sent all the way back up. And a hard hit there, but a good job to get it out. Here's Bosch the other way. Chance here. Bosch has stood up in the high slot. Pressure remains for ASU, but nothing doing. Seacrest with it now. He moves it back. Sent forward, but it's knocked out of the air by Casey. As here's a chance now. Backhand chance from the seat of his pants. He can't quite find it. Delzer couldn't find it as here we go the other way. Chance here for Murkowski. He already has one tonight, looking for another. To the front, chance. Oh, what a save. Roos in front still. Behind the net now, looking for the high slot, but that's blocked by Jim.
This NAU defense has looked great this period.
Stopped a lot of chances in the second half of this period. After that timeout, it feels like it's been all ASU, but here's a chance now for NAU, and that one's right into the chest there of Mattis Bars as we get some pushing and shoving in front of the net. But, oh, what a save at the other end from Walgren. Keeps the lead at 2 for NAU with just 2 minutes left on the clock here in the second frame. Schmoll on the draw here as he faces off against Priestley. Sent back and over to Gunderson. This one sent all the way up. A set play there from ASU as they look to get out of their own zone quickly. But now a chance the other way. Here's Krynar. He has one tonight, and he fires that one right through the stick of Gunderson as he is stickless now as he pressures Krynar. Sent on. That's blocked down in front. Loose puck. Chance for NAU on the back door, but it hops over the stick of Krynar yet again. Into the feet there of Kimball as this one's going to be offsides. Finn couldn't quite handle it as this one will go to the neutral zone. 90 seconds hanging on the clock here in the second period before another ice cut. As the officials talking to someone now, maybe some unfriendly words spoken on the bench, but no penalties for unsportsmanlike as Snyder will get this one and move it right up. Tipped in by Kimball. And now this one's moved across as NAU look to get it out. Switchenberg now goes right back over to Snyder, and this one's tipped in again by Kimball. And in chase now is Berninger. Sent up the wall, kept in by Snyder. Battling in the corner now. Maffeo moves it to the slot. Chance and a right pad save there. As we have some fireworks in front of the net now, but nothing major as Kimball took a shot. So 60 seconds left on the clock here in the second period. 5-3 Ice Jacks over the ASU Sun Devils here at Mullet Arena. And ASU running out of time here to equalize, but they still have 20 minutes in that final frame. Kelheimer on the draw. He ties up as six bodies battle for it now. Snyder fires one over to Switchenberg. Switchenberg on net. Good tip there, but somehow stays out. Loose puck in front, poking away at it there, but can't quite find it, as that was Reinbarger on the chance. So that took 10 seconds on the clock as there's now 50. As the ice has been tilted in favor of ASU since the timeout they took early on in this period. Sent in by Switchenberg as he does a good job to keep it alive there and try and keep this attack going. Sent over now and through the middle as this is Casey with it. Chipped in. Switchenberg will move it right in front of his own net. And now the other way come the Sun Devils. 20 seconds left on the clock. Sent all the way up. Now sent over, but kept in there by Phillips. On the wall now with it is Fane. He'll send this one back down low to Davis. Davis with it, goes behind his own net, makes a man miss. And time runs out on the clock in the second period. So through 2 periods of play here, 40 minutes at Mullet Arena. The score is 5 for the Ice Jacks, 3 for the Sun Devils. And the ice will be cut, and we'll be back here for the final frame in 15 minutes.
Well, I went down to the local arena, asked to see the manager man. He came from his office, said, "Son, can I help you?" Looked at him and said, "Yes, you can." Yeah. do. Now the manager said, son, I know it looks keen, but that right there's one expensive machine. And I got Smokey who's been driving for years. About that time I broke down in tears. 'Cause I wanna drive the Zamboni. Yeah, I wanna drive the Zamboni. Yeah, I wanna drive the Zamboni. Yeah, I wanna drive the Zamboni. Yes, I do. All the small things, true care, truth brings. I'll take one lift, your ride, best trip. Always, I know you'll be at my show, watching, waiting, commiserating. Say it ain't so, I will not go. Turn the lights off, carry me home. Late night, come home, work sucks, I know. She left me roses by the stairs. Surprises let me know she cares. Say it ain't so, I will not go. Turn the lights off, carry me home.
I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions have an echo in so much space. And when you're out there without care, yeah, I was out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I just knew too much. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Possibly. And I hope that you are having the time of your life. But think twice.
Coming on to the light of day, we got many moons that are deep at play. So I keep an eye on the shadow smile to see what it has to say. You and I both know everything must go away. What do you say? Spinning out letters on my heart, it's like a bitter light and a touch of dark. You got sneak attack from the zodiac that I see off high spark. Keep the breeze and go, blow by blow and go away. What do you say? Yeah, you don't know my mind, you don't know my kind. Dark necessities are part of my design. Tell the world that I'm falling from the sky. Dark necessities are part of my design. Stumble down to the parking lot. You got no time for the afterthought. The light, ice cream for an astronaut. Well, that's me looking for weed. Turn the corner and
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the third and final period of play here at Mullet Arena on this Saturday evening. ASU and NAU D2 ACHA hockey. Score currently 5 for the Ice Jacks of NAU, 3 for the Sun Devils of ASU, as we have 20 minutes on the clock, and a winner will be decided in this period of play right here. In 2 periods so far, 5 unanswered after the first 2 goals of ASU. But ASU responded on the power play, cutting the lead to 2. Overall, what have your thoughts been in this game so far, and what does ASU need to do to come back in this one?
I think one key point to mention is the Ice Jacks defense has looked great through these 2 periods. And if ASU wants to come back in this game, they're going to have to go through a tough Lumberjack defense.
And since giving up those first 2 goals, Chris Walgren has looked beyond solid between the pipes. So they will need to break through the wall there as we are underway in the third and final period of play. This one fired off the linesman there, as this one will come all the way across to Ryan Jim, who knifes it into the zone and gets the period going for NAU. Pulled through the middle now. This is Delzer. Jim looking for the bouncing puck in the corner, but he's smothered against the wall. Now McCaughey with it, but Jim finds it again in front. Delzer just wide. This one bouncing in front, still loose. No one's claimed it yet, as a hard hit's given there by Delzer. And we're going to have a whistle here. I'm not sure for what, as I believe this is going to be a hand pass. If I'm not wrong, but I have to question that because you can't hand pass in your defensive zone. So I'm not sure what the ruling on that one is, but nonetheless, an offensive zone draw for the Ice Jacks here. Digging now, coming away with it is Summer, who will bring this one wide as he steps in the rush. Makes a move around one, and this one will just go on net into the glove of Walgren as Summer stops right on top of him and receives a couple shots for it. Still 5-2, 45 seconds left on the clock. Or 5-3, rather, in this third period. 45 seconds ran off the clock as an offensive zone draw is ahead for the Sun Devils. One to the half wall there. Quick shot, and that one's blocked away. Stepping up is Gilbert as Gilbert lays a hit there. But coming through now is the Jacks. Looking for options now as this is Forsberg. Stepping around one now is Seacrest. Seacrest steps through another. He's dragged down, but cleanly as there's no penalty for that. Chipped up the wall. Seacrest with it now. Looking, feathers one through, but that's blocked down by his own teammate and Haddock. Now behind the net, in front, Haddock had a chance. Net's kicked off though, and we will get a whistle. So minute 20 in, no real scares for either side yet, but an offensive zone draw once more for ASU as they will go for a full line change. Now the line of Sisto, Priestley, and Phillips out there for them. Gunnarsson on the point, joined by Amelise. This one sent to the front. The Jacks looking to get out. Here comes Forsberg as he flies the zone. Trying to get around a devil body there, but can't quite do it as this one finds Sisto. He moves it to Amelise. Protecting puck to the outside as this one sent in. ASU's offside, so they will tag up before they forecheck here. Now the other way come the Lumberjacks. This is Davis. Davis chips it in, and he'll pursue his own dump. Amelise now down the left wall. Goes through the middle, but nothing there. This one sent for it now as it's picked up behind the net by Bars. And rimmed all the way around the glass. And batted, but kept in there at the blue line there. Good keep by Hohoff rather. Below the goal line now is Amelise as he'll protect the puck and look for breakout options. Slid to the middle now. Priestley zips this one up to Sisto, and Sisto will get it in. His line mates will go for a change, but he pursues. Behind the net now is the Lumberjacks as this one's sent through the middle. Chance there for Bosch, but couldn't quite find it as now Kimball has it. Sent through, here's Bosch. Bosch stepping in, pulled to the backhand. He's got a chance, but can't quite get the shot away. Kimball with good support as ASU keeps the attack alive. Up to the point now, this is Summer. Sent through, blocked down. NAU able to get it out, but it's right back to Summer as this one's sent forward. Cutting around one there was Maffeo, but he gets clipped a little, and he'll take another hit there. Garcia with 2 big hits on Maffeo there. Good job by Kimball on the forecheck, but NAU gets it out, and Switchenberg will be forced to go over. Right back to Switchenberg in the middle as he takes a hard hit, and here comes NAU the other way. Catch him with it now. He'll wire one through, and that's snatched out of the air by Bars. So the physicality continues here in this final frame as NAU looks to bear down and hold on to this lead of 2 goals with 16 minutes and 34 seconds left on the clock. Burnett will step in to take the draw for the Ice Jacks. He loses it. Good support there from the wingers of ASU as this one's thrown to the front. Haddock with it now, finds Sanders. Sanders squeezed on the wall, but this one's sent all the way around and out of the zone for ASU. As now it's Murkowski with it. High flip sent by the Jacks now as this one finds Switchenberg. Sanders trying to find a way to get it into the zone, but can't quite get there, and he'll bring it himself. Some yells of offsides coming from the NAU bench, but nobody bites as ASU stays on the attack. Gilbert now at the blue line. He'll walk to the middle, throws a backhand through. That one gets on net, and it was sitting there for Sanders, but a good stick there by Walgren to shut it down as the net comes off once more, and we will get a whistle. So 15 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the third period of play. Still 5-3 Ice Jacks in this one, as Bosch steps in to take the draw here against Burnett. One back by ASU. Send it on net, but a big block there by Burnett off the draw. Now this one snapped forward. Sent on net there. Big rebound, but no ASU body there to claim it. Another big rebound. Chance in front and a big eat there. Huge in front by Rodas as here comes NAU the other way, but it's dumped off to nobody. Renbagger with it now. Sends one through, but another block. Multiple blocks on this shift for NAU, and a block from Amelise himself to keep that one in, but it finally gets out for the Ice Jacks. Here's Haddock now the other way. Sends one low on net. Big rebound once more, but no one there. This one below the goal line now. NAU will claim it. Bounce off the stanchion, finds the stick of Snyder. Sent back into the offensive zone of the Sun Devils. Move it up to the point. Now here's Amelise. Throws one through and another block. Warner with another block, and here's a chance for Jim. He's all alone. Ryan Jim, forehand, backhand, he fans. Might have had him beat, but couldn't get the finish. As Barr stays strong, and we're going to have a penalty here going against NAU as Fane will touch up, and ASU is going to go to a power play. So Ryan Jim heading to the box for the second time in this one, as we've had a plethora of penalties here tonight, and another power play opportunity following that breakaway chance for Ryan Jim. So big power play here, trying to cut this lead in half as the Sun Devils trail by 2. And they'll win the opening draw as Gunnarsson now sends one through just wide. Switchenberg has it. He loses an edge. Trying to get it out there was Ketchum, but couldn't. Fluttered puck to the front, loose in the crease. But it's finally set out. Ketchum gloves it. Now he's one-on-one with Gunnarsson. Ketchum looking to drag it through, but a good stick by Gunnarsson. Right back to the stick of Ketchum as he pulls around one. Tries to get one through, blocked by Switchenberg. Now bringing it back this time is Forsberg as he'll look to chew some clock. And Davis now with it on the blue line as he'll send a backhand forward. Switchenberg goes down again as he's looking to have some skate problems. Here's Ketchum, fake shot, pull to the middle. Big save there by Bars on the rebound, just wide. Now below the goal line is Kowalchuk. Kowalchuk is back after the 10-minute game misconduct, so he served the 10 minutes and is now able to play again. Huge piece for them, especially on this power play. Here comes Seacrest around the net. In front, chance. There's a body in the crease, but it goes just wide. Gunderson looking to hold it in, sent far side there by Wicker, and NAU has killed off all but 45 seconds of this power play. Seacrest with him now. He'll look to leg it. Across the blue line, he goes with some pressure. Nice move, makes a man fall. Here's Seacrest to the middle, shot just wide again. That one's sent down as Amelise will be forced to go chase it, and ASU will be forced to reset. Barnes elects to play this one up the wall to Sanders, who now has it at the hash mark. Haddock floats one through there for Annalise as he crosses the blue. Makes a move round one wide, but it's knocked off his stick into the corner. Sent out again. That time it was Werner. And 5 seconds remain as this power play is now over for ASU. So back to even strength for NAU with 12.5 minutes sitting on the clock. Hard hit there on the wall on the forecheck as this one goes all the way back to NAU zone, and they'll look to move it forward as it's tipped into the zone by McCaughey. In pursuit now is Schumel as he lays a hit on the forecheck and receives one himself as battle ensues behind the net, but ASU emerges with it. Looking to transition now. Schmuel fans on it. Far side, good puck protection there. That's Gilbert. Gilbert brings it behind his own net, and he'll reverse this one to his partner there. That is Summer. Summer curling back, looking again to Gilbert. Gilbert through the middle. Stepping up there was Garcia, but couldn't quite lay the hit he was looking for. Good hit there by Gilbert along the wall as he'll have possession now. High flipping it forward, and this one finds the stick of Davis. Now the other way comes the Sun Devils as no one's really claimed possession here on this shift. No offensive zone time. A lot of time spent in the neutral zone here as that one sent just wide as ASU look to set up here. Gilbert stepping up. He lays a hit. He has support back, but this one now sparks a chance for Schmuel. Good close off there by Priestley as this one's fired forward, and a hard hit at center ice, but nobody gets the puck. Behind his own net now is Rodas as he'll look to move forward with it. And that one's past everyone. Rodas might be the first one there. Summer in pursuit, foot race for it. Good hustle by Rodas, but Summer fends him off. Through the middle now, Sisto can't quite find it as this one goes back to the Lumberjacks once more. Banked behind the net now. Going up the wall, this one's to Forsberg. Forsberg dinging at it. Kellermer can't quite find it as he takes a bump. And Bosch now holds the stick of a defenseman and gets this one in deep. Now along the wall is Quinar. Good move there by Garcia to get it north, or Rodas rather, as Kowalchuk has it now, as he'll look to make an impact after missing most of the second. Sent in here, and that's handled behind the net by Wahlgren as he leaves this for his D-man, who moves it north to Quinar. Right back to ASU, but fanned on. Here's Forsberg the other way. Forsberg trying to step through one. Nice hip check there to slow him down by Gunderson. And Melise trying to find Gunderson far side, with a skate of Kowalchuk gets to the way before ASU sends this one in deep. Kowalchuk wins the foot race as he takes the hit on the wall, and he'll hold it there and wait for support. Only 4 skaters on the ice for ASU as they are missing one. Don't think they realize it yet, as now somebody hops over the boards, and that's Nicholas Maffeo. Bounces with the stick, Amelise. He has some pressure on him. Good hustle here, but Delzer can't quite get there. Delzer with it now again as he'll go over to Fain. Fain send this one all the way down. Gunnarsson can't get a stick on it, but icing's waved off. Going north now is ASU as this one's sent to the stick of Delzer, who fires it at his own teammate, who's in the zone for an offsides. So 9 minutes, 13 seconds remaining in the final frame as time is ticking down for ASU to level this one as they still trail by 2. Neutral zone draw coming as Haddock, Sanders, and Murkowski will be the 3 up front for ASU. This one sent in deep, and Snyder has it now. Snyder looking, he'll wrap this one all the way around to Murkowski. Trying to chip it out, but a good keep there by Davis as he sends it back in. Sent forward now. Garcia goes across to his partner, Davis, who moves it to the middle. And NAU look to gain the zone. Held up in the neutral zone, however, as here's Murkowski the other way, who will send this one in. Sent in front of the net. Murkowski trying to pressure, but a good move there from Davis in a dangerous spot. Murkowski stepped up on, but now the other way come the Sun Devils as it's Priestley. Bouncing puck, and this one's sauced out. Looking for options, huge hit there. That's Gilbert on that hit, and maybe trying to spark some momentum here for the Sun Devils. Gilbert with it now. Looking for options, he'll elect to go high over the heads of everyone and into the neutral zone. Batted there by Sisto as two bodies go at it in front of the penalty box here, but no penalties as they separate, and this one's gloved by Bars. 7 minutes and 56 seconds remaining. There's not a lot of whistles ensuing here in the third period. And it feels like ASU needs to make a move now or never.
This Sun Devil team looking to get momentum back after the 2 goals starting the game. Haven't had much momentum since.
Battling along the wall now. Wicker comes away with it, and he'll cycle this one down to Casey. Now moving north, Phillips. And this one's sent on that chance in front, and that one's saved by Bars. Fantastic save by Bars to keep the deficit to 2. And this one's sent down, but it'll be on net, so no icing. Wahlgren elects to cover, so an offensive zone draw now for the Sun Devils, as they'll bring out a new unit of 5 guys. Kelhermer, Bosch, Ryan Barger, Gunderson, who is joined by Emelise on the blue line, against the line that has been so good tonight between Delzer, McCaughey, and Ryan Jim. Jim with it now, as this one's sent to Bosch. McCaughey hems it on the wall. He takes a hit and a tumble. Kelhermer on the hit there. Sent down and all the way around, as Renbarger will look to get it out, and he will. Weird bounce there as this one finds Bosch. Bosch steps around one, doesn't have help with him, but throws it to the front regardless, and that finds the stick of Berninger. Emelise doesn't quite get there. NAU wants no icing, but ASU will get the call. So 7 minutes left, ASU will face an offensive zone draw. Kelleher on the draw here against Delzer as they tie up. Sent forward, and Elise can't get a glove to it. Here comes Ryan Jim trying to beat the icing, but can't. So we will go right back and do it yet again. .6:42 remaining on the clock here in the third and final period of play. Score still 5-3 NAU. This 1-1 forward here. Here's McCaughey. Long range shot. That's blocked right back to the stick of McCaughey. He slides it on the ice. That one's handled by Bars. With it now in front again is McCaughey, but nothing there. Sorry, there's Delzer rather, with the chance in front. So this one slid up to Maffeo. Maffeo slides one further. Kolacek falls down, doesn't get a call, as this one's wrapped all the way around and hemmed in at the blue line. Kimball with it now at the half wall. He throws one on his forehand down low to Kolachuk, looking for the high slot. He had Maffeo there, but a good skate in front of the net as the NAU defense stands tall. Another chance here for NAU, but nothing doing as Kowalchuk will go the other way, and Maffeo will go for a change for the Devils. Slamming on his brakes was Fain. He fell down, but does a good job to get it out, and here comes Ketchum the other way. Ketchum slid to the middle. Chance here, bouncing puck, but Schmuel couldn't quite find it, as Hohoff now battles in the corner with Gilbert. Gilbert holds him there, and this one's high chipped out by ASU to the stick of Werner. 5 minutes and 20 seconds remaining as Werner will kill clock. And he'll just go with the high flip as well, which seems to be a common move tonight. Murkowski gloves it at the blue line and keeps it in. Gilbert fires one right back in. Tagged up now is ASU as Murkowski gets in on the forecheck, looking to pressure the NAU defense. It's Fain now with it. Slid to the middle, nice pass to Schmuel. He kicks this one out, Ketchum now. Ketchum steps around one, but stumbles. Good leave there. Here's a chance for NAU, but a big block. Huge block by Seacrest there on the chance by Wicker. But still, NAU maintains possession. Sent in. Bars will play it behind his net, and he'll go to his backhand trying to find Seacrest. Below the goal line now, this is Forsberg. Forsberg takes a hit and taken off the puck by Gilbert. Seacrest looking to get it out but can't. And now here's a chance from the point. Shot on, that one's deflected in the corner as Davis got one through. Right back to Davis at the point. He'll kick this one back out to Wicker. Wicker sends one just wide. Now Garcia with the hammers one through, but that's right at the glove of Matisse Bars. Whistle here, and we're going to have a high sticking call. So another power play for ASU with 4 minutes left on the clock, and one they need to score on here. Down 5-3 in this one, going late, and special teams has been key in this one. NAU has had a lot of power play opportunities and several power play goals as well, and feels like the difference in this one has been ASU not capitalizing on their power plays.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of missed opportunities for the Sun Devils. I've also like to put on note that the Sun Devils scored two very quick goals, so with 4 minutes on the clock, they still have a lot of time to capitalize.
They've shown they can do it in quick time. Will they do it here? Kowalchuk on the draw here against Delzer. Gunderson with it at the point. He'll move this one across right back to Gunderson, though, as that's Kimball there on the wall. Kimball brings this one down, looking for options, and Gunderson is one at the point who goes to Switchenberg. And Switchenberg feeds it right back. In the feed of Switchenberg now in the corner, as this one's taken off his stick by McCaughey. Delzer looking to get it out. Gunderson does a good job to hem it in. Maffeo can't quite keep it, but Switchenberg will get possession, and ASU will regroup. Sent forward now, looking to get it out, but a good job there by Kimball to keep that one alive. Trying to rifle one through, and that one soars into the stands. As a souvenir for a fan there, and we will get an offensive zone draw for the Sun Devils.
A minute 19 left on the power play. ASU still looking to capitalize on that.
So 40 seconds killed off that clock. 3 minutes and 27 remaining in the period as ASU will go to their second unit. Big draw here. One back by NAU as Fain gets it and looks to clear it out. Skims off the glove of Seacrest as he can't quite get there. And Amelise will chase it as Bars leaves it behind the net for him. Amelise with it now. He slides this one far side to Bosch. Goes up to Seacrest. Seacrest sends one into the far corner as Sanders will give chase, but sent down again by NAU as 50 seconds remain on the Sun Devil power play. Find his own net now as Amelise as he emerges. Coming through at the red line, trying to gain the zone. He takes a hit, but gets the zone nicely. Wrapped all the way around as that one takes a bounce. And Murkowski can't quite keep it alive. And once again, ASU will be forced to regroup with 25 seconds remaining on the power play, 2.5 minutes in the game. Move forward now to Kimball. Kimball has Maffeo with him. Seacrest joining the rush as well. That one sent off the glass and out once more as the time dwindles down on the power play to just 10 seconds. And maybe one last ditch effort here for the Sun Devils on the power play. But a really good job by the NAU penalty kill to shut them down in a key moment in this one. Here's Haddock now as NAU's at even strength. Haddock pulling to the front, chance, and he's stuffed there. Big save by Walgren, back in front again. Maffeo trying to shelve one, but can't quite get there. Find the net again as Haddock as he's held, but no call there. Gunderson walking to the middle, good kick out there to Maffeo. Maffeo kicked out again, goalie to the bench there. Bars as a 6 attacker is out. For ASU, it's Kowalchuk. So 6-on-5, it's now or never for the Sun Devils as Maffeo has it on the half wall. Maffeo leaves it, no one there. With it now is McCaughey trying to fire through, but a good block by Kowalchuk. Again, a chance, and that one's just wide, but no icing here as Ryan Jim will give chase. Looking high slot, playing goalies Kowalchuk, and they score. Liam Casey capitalizes on the empty net, and the lead grows to 6-3 for the Ice Jacks with that empty netter in a minute 24 left on the clock. So we'll go back to center ice and trailing by 3. ASU scored too quickly, but might be tough for them to spark a comeback here. We'll see what they've got. This one slid over to Berninger as this one sent all the way down for what is beat out icing. Really good hustle there by Quainar to neutralize that icing call and force an offensive zone draw. As we've had some physicality in this game, I wouldn't be shocked if we see it in this last minute here as NAU holds a 3-goal lead.
Even though this might not be the outcome ASU wanted, freshman goalkeepers looked great since being put in.
Matisse Boss came in for Kelly after the 5th goal, and he has been solid since then as battle in the corner ensues. Couple of bodies there as the last minute has begun, and behind the net now is Quainar. He cycles this one down. That's Forsberg behind the net. Set up on his backhand. He finds Berninger at the point, who goes right back to him down low. In the slot, big chance there for Delzer, but he sails it over top. Sent down now. Snyder battling with it. 30 seconds left on the clock in this one. Behind the net, Forsberg looking in front. Chance there, and they score again. Quainar grows the lead to 7 for the Ice Jacks as they lead by 4 with 26 seconds left on the clock in this one. So 26 seconds left, 7-3 NAU, as they're going to claim this one by 4 and claim both games on the weekend against ASU. As time winds down. Battling for it now as this one will find the stick of Berninger again. And this one's bumped up to Rodas. Rodas takes a hit. And this one's poked on goal and steered in the corner as the last 5 seconds happen. And that just about does it here from Mullet Arena tonight. 7-3 win for the Ice Jacks in decisive fashion. 2 last-minute goals for them as well, one of them being an empty netter. The win on the night goes to Chris Walgren between the pipes for NAU in a night full of penalties and full of drama. The Ice Jacks claim the win, and what is this? Claim both games on the series. What did you see in tonight's win? What do you think the keys were to victory for this Ice Jack squad?
In terms of keys to win, I would say the Lumberjack defense was looking great. If you asked me in the first period, I might have been iffy to say the defense, but they looked great after those 2 goals given up in the first couple of minutes. What about you?
So after those first 2 goals given up, the Ice Jacks defense really settled down. I think Chris Walgren did a really good job settling into this game. After giving up 2 quick ones, he was extremely key for them in this one and stood tall, but a lot of blocked shots by the Ice Jacks. They were the more physical team tonight, and they come out with the win. So on this Saturday evening, we thank you guys for tuning in to our live stream. We hope that you guys like the stream and like and subscribe. Hopefully we'll be able to improve the quality of these streams throughout the year. So this is just the beginning. But from myself, Easton Stockford, alongside in Long Break, we bid you guys a good night from Mullet Arena in Tempe, Arizona.